Yo neighbors, Baldy Locks Reviews. Hey, I was very lucky to get my hands on number 70, 71, 72, 73, and number 74 of G.I. Joe Classified Series. I'm very excited. I'm going to give you a quick review, unboxing, a little bit of character background, and we'll go from there. We're going to start with scrap iron and then revisit these in the next video. I'm super excited to get this one, so we're going to get this guy popped open and take a look. G.I. Joe Classified Series number 74, scrap iron. I am super excited to get this figure. I still have my original figure from 1984. Really probably the only one I have for this wave. Scrap Iron has always been kind of a cool character. I know he didn't get a ton of storylines in Real American Hero, not even in the comic book. Scrap Iron was always kind of a cool character. He is the anti-armor specialist for Cobra. He's also known to work for Destro, and he is the designer for most of Destro's Mars Industries products. They did a really nice job here. I really like how they went with the new boxes here. Now, we all know since these have been announced, they are going now back to the windowed boxes, but I really like the direction they went here. It looks like across the board, it's the same artist. Now, I usually like to highlight the artist, but I can't find anywhere the artist's name. So once I find it, I'll update it and put it in the links down below. They did a really nice job here. I like what they did with the Easter eggs. Each box has an Easter egg that refers back to a Real American Hero or the comic books. I think it's more just the cartoon. This school bus here is from Arise, Serpentor Arise. This is where Scrap Iron arrives with a busload of bats. It kicks off the Serpentor storyline. I also like that on the sides, they now have the artwork to go along with the number. So had they done that from the beginning, that would have been really cool for your inbox collectors that I know a lot of guys like to put them up on the shelves with the numbers facing out. The artwork's on the other side for the figures that came before these, but they finally did match it up. I think that's a really cool look. But let's get this guy open because I am super excited for Scrap Iron. I'm going to switch format up a little bit on this video. I'm just going to give you my first reaction and then we'll do a close-up of the figure and his accessories. Smack me in the face and call me Baldy. Look at this thing. Now, what's really cool about the G.I. Joe team is, even though this is a sealed box, way better than what Marvel does. This is almost like it was ready to be opened up, maybe with a window like this, or it's almost window ready, the way that they have this kind of set up. It's display ready. So what they did here is they have our character Scrap Iron, his accessories, and they still have artwork on the back. So I'm going to pop him open and we will take a look. But I'm telling you right now, this could be the best face sculpt since Major Blood. That looks incredible. I'll get a closer upshot look. He comes with his container that's marked 74, his name on the back. Wow, the drone is much larger than I thought it was going to be. Very cool looking. Here's the interior artwork, black and white design, really, really well done. And like I said, I believe it's the same artist throughout this wave, and I'm not sure who that is, but as soon as I find out, if somebody knows, let me know, and I will link their name in the description and any social media that they might have. So they continue the wax paper design here. This is the amazing blast effects. These are really cool looking, almost like an anime look. A little bit translucent. His helmet, laser guided missiles. Dr. Evil, laser.
A laser.
More blast effects. Wow, this is really cool looking. Woo! I really like that. So this is the smoke trails for the missiles. You get 2 different sizes. This way in a diorama scene, you can make it look like one is taken off before the other. But man, this is a really cool looking action figure here. Now, this is maybe now G.I. Joe's version of Two-Face. They did a really nice job with his scars there. Now, I really like his scars because the character himself is supposed to be like a perfectionist. He's a developer for Destro's Mars Industries. What's neat about this is that it would indicate at some point while he was field testing or he was in some sort of combat situation, he got really messed up, which is kind of cool for somebody that's a perfectionist. So I'm guessing that at some point, maybe the scarring from this battle or field testing is why he is a perfectionist now. This could go down as the best head sculpt out there. Now, before Scrap Iron, I would say Major Blood has the best facial sculpt in classified series. So these two are really good looking figures. Right now though, in hand, I'm gonna say Scrap Iron wins. Now I did notice they must go to the same barber. I wouldn't know, but man, what a great looking figure. Now this is his helmet, very reminiscent of the original helmet that he came with. Fits right on, carries over the classic look. Very well done. Fits on there snug. Now they did a really nice job updating his missile launcher. Now it is a drone. There is no click or snap sound, so it's just gonna go right onto the treads here. I think it's safe for me to answer the question most people have been asking since this was announced. These are molded treads, so they're not going to move like the upcoming Hiss. I imagine that cost was a factor there, but that shouldn't be a problem because the way it was designed is there's some articulation here. It's going to allow you to really set it up for whatever type of display you want to do or any type of action figure photography. But what a cool update to the missile launcher. So if you remember, it was a stationary piece. That would mean the soldier, Scrap Iron, would take it and have to set it up. With this, he now comes with a remote control, which really brings it into 2023 as a remote operated drone. The launcher effects fit right in, and the way this is designed, it's not top heavy, it's going to stay in that position. Really cool, really well done. And the blast effects can be set up in any orientation you want, but look at that. That is really cool looking. Scrap Iron also comes with his handgun that goes right into his holster here. Fits in nicely. His remote control. It has a little display window there showing like a target. And the articulation continues to be amazing for the G.I. Joe classified line. Now, I will say that it seems like the plastic is a little sturdier than what they've had in the last couple waves. It does not feel gummy at all. It feels like the original plastic that we got when the line first started. Man, this is just really nice. You can see it's a little bit tighter than, say, the Crimson Bat, but the articulation continues to be a knockout. I mean, the G.I. Joe Classified series continues to have the best articulation hands down. We'll get them set up in our breakdance pose, and then we'll get a couple close-ups of everything that he comes with. All right, guys, I thought I'd try a little different view for you today. Something just to get a little bit closer. Articulation. It's exactly what you expect from classified. So his head goes up and down, left to right, Exorcist style. He can look up, he can look down. There's no real restriction there. So that's that ball jointed neck, left to right, looks really good. He's got the butterfly joints, shoulder, double elbow, moves well. Like I said, the plastic feels a lot stronger this time around. Feels really nice and sturdy. T-pose. I don't know who you ever get in a T-pose like that, but you can see it is just the standard G.I. Joe classified articulation, which is really nice. Now, I did notice this is I mean, look at that. It moves nice and easy. But But I did notice that the legs seem to be a bit stiffer. There you go. He can go all the way back like that. I would love to see a real person do this. I don't know. They do have the normal swivel thigh, which we don't have in real life. So all the normal articulation that you can expect. Really, again, they knock it out of the park with scrap iron. I mean, this is an amazing looking figure, and he's easily displayable with or without the helmet. The detail continues again with the update to his missile launcher, now a remote controlled TREADS drone. Again, I did answer already that this is molded. I think that the price point would have gone up a little bit more, but you don't really need to have treads that are movable here. The articulation here in the legs is just fine. Blast effects are awesome. You can put in your laser guided missiles. And the reason I'm missing one is I gave one to Bazooka, which I will show in a second. You do have the translucent pieces for the explosions, and I'm hoping to get everything in here because I'm just trying a different vantage point today. I have this little light piece here. So for those of you that are big into making dioramas or epic photography, you could definitely put a piece underneath here. The remote control is a nice touch. See if I can get it to focus. So it's small. Something to note here is that the antennae are not movable, but I don't think you really need them to be. And like I said, I gave Bazooka the other piece, which is something that I know they mentioned in a couple videos. And when I say they, I mean the G.I. Joe team. They're gonna try and make these pieces more interchangeable. It really is a cool look for Bazooka here. And I imagine it could make for a really cool diorama. And when you have him in the right position, he's not going to fall over. It looks really cool. So I would say this could be one of the best updates. One thing I really like about how they handled scrap iron, and I feel the same way about rock and roll. This is what the classified series should be. Just enough throwback to the original series. Enough so you know who the character is, but they update everything with a really modern look. So I do like the fact that this is now a drone, that it's movable. I like that they really brought some personality here to scrap iron with the facial scars. Another home run for the classified series. Let's get him in the breakdance pose up on the Lazy Susan, and we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching, guys. And here we have scrap iron striking a pose. Again, it shows off the articulation. These are just amazing figures. I hope you guys really enjoy it when you get yours. Again, thanks for watching.